Welcome to this video on Fluency Direct, how to correct voice recognition errors. Help your profile to learn by correcting voice recognition mistakes. There will be times when the system cannot recognize a particular word or phrase that is dictated. So in this video, we'll cover the 3 ways to make corrections, and that's by keyboard, by command, and by adding the corrected word to your dictionary. Please be aware that error correction must take place within 20 minutes, otherwise your profile will not benefit from it. Correction method number 1, using the keyboard. In this example, a single word, hemoptysis, was misrecognized as hemostasis. To correct, locate the error and double-click to select the word. It will now appear highlighted in blue. Correctly type the word using the keyboard. Fluency Direct will learn from typed correction, though it will take multiple times to take effect. This is to account for the situation where it is meant to be a one-time correction. Correction method number 2, the correction command. Using the same example as before, the incorrect word hemostasis needs to be corrected. I can select the word by highlighting with my mouse, or I can use the microphone, press play and say select hemostasis. Select hemostasis. Just a note about play versus record microphone buttons. Normally we will press the record button when dictating. However, when issuing a command, it's best to use the play button, as this tells the software that it is listening for a command. Okay, so now I'm going to correct my selection by using the microphone, pressing play, and saying either correct that or correct selection. Correct that. This will open up the error correction window. Sometimes you'll be presented with a list of choices. If so, to accept a choice, press play on your microphone and say choose and then whatever the appropriate number is. If your correction isn't listed, you simply type the correct word in the text box and then click on save. And you can see that it's corrected the word. Correction method number 3, adding the corrected word into your dictionary. We'll start off by selecting the corrected word. On the microphone, press play and say Add to Dictionary. Add to Dictionary. The Add a Word window opens. Choose the correct category for the word. You can also see the pronunciation is visible. It's generated from written form. That can be changed to improve recognition. Click on Change. Then select the Record Pronunciation tab. Press record on the microphone and say the word. Hemoptysis. Try again if required. When finished, click OK, then save. Top tip: for best results with voice-to-text recognition, calibrate every 2 weeks and anytime you change your microphone or surroundings. Calibration requires a minimum of 20 seconds of audio to adjust the gain properly. Gain is different from the volume slider and impacts directly on recognition quality. How to calibrate? Click on the pill to see the menu, select Microphone Setup, and in the new window that opens, click on Calibrate. Then follow the instructions. Another top tip is to make sure your medical specialty is associated with your profile. Click on the pill, select Medical Specialty, and then from the window, choose what your medical specialty is. You can have more than one. If you go down to where it says Advanced, you'll see that I have several set up. You simply click on the plus add button. Choose from the drop down which specialty you wish, and then under availability, you can choose to have it available only in Windows with the following titles, or you could choose available only in the following applications. And click on Save when you're finished. And a final tip, some suggested microphone habits. Calibrate every 2 weeks or when the environment changes or you change microphone. Hold your microphone 4 to 6 inches from your mouth and to the side to avoid mouth breathing issues. Check the microphone settings to ensure the correct microphone is selected and that the record buttons are appropriately set. Dictate in a quiet area with minimal background noise. Speak in full thoughts or sentences consistently and evenly, avoiding fragmented dictations. Use correct verbiage and grammar, including punctuation. Speak clearly at a regular pace. Articulate properly without over-enunciating or saying too slowly. Enunciate words that can be misunderstood, such as abduction versus adduction, and hyper versus hypo. Pause before beginning to dictate and only release the record button or ensure that the recording is turned off after dictation is complete. This prevents words from being clipped from either the start or tail end of the dictation. Stop recording when taking a pause from dictation. This is to prevent capturing other conversations or background noises. Avoid heavy breathing or coughing into the microphone while recording. And never allow another person to dictate under your login. This will definitely negatively affect your recognition quality. For further assistance, please contact the IT training team. Also, please report issues to Service Desk. If we don't know about a problem, we can't fix it.